This is a Nailsin News Bulletin. A teacher wrote to her student saying, "I'm crazy about you." But a weekend trip with the parents ended the alleged sexual abuse. A former high school administrative assistant in Georgia is accused of having sexual contact with a 16-year-old high school student. Amanda, who worked at Roswell High School, no, not that Roswell, was arrested on a charge of improper sexual contact by an employee or agent. The alleged misconduct began in December. According to an arrest affidavit, the allegations came to light after Katz, 55, went on a Valentine's weekend trip with the teen and his family, where the teen's mother allegedly discovered evidence of misconduct on his phone. A social worker at Fulton County Schools allegedly told police that Katz returned to school after the trip on February 16th in a manic state, complaining that her boyfriend's mother had told her she could no longer be in a relationship with the male. While expressing this, it ultimately came out that the male Amanda was discussing was a juvenile victim. Katz allegedly said she would never get over it, seeking reassurance from various peers and help to find a man. Well, maybe you should have sought their help to begin with. Instead, you ended up finding a boy, you know? Well, police who began investigating in early March obtained a search warrant for the teen's phone and discovered more than 19,000 texts and 591 phone calls between the two from December 24th to February 17th. Throughout the lengthy text thread between Teen and Amanda, they discussed their relationship and potential future lives together, how and why they need to keep their relationship secret, and multiple sexual interactions. Amanda also admitted that her actions were inappropriate and that she could be arrested if detected. In one text exchange, Katz allegedly told the teen, "I can't stop looking at you and certainly keep my hands to myself. Just telling you this can get me fired. I need to leave Roswell. Please delete this entire thread." Another states, "I have done a lot of stupid things. A lot. But this is top level." So at least she's upfront about being stupid, you know? "I am crazy about you," she allegedly wrote in another text. "I can't be around you." In an interview with the teen, he told investigators they discussed how he could move into her house after he graduated from high school. He said he had mixed feelings about leaving his family and that Amanda wanted to go further with their relationship, move in together, and to commit to each other. He said Amanda offered to take care of him financially and provide a place to stay, etc. So she wanted a kept man. The teen said Katz had bought him a spinning ring and a pocket knife and gifts for his siblings that included a Nintendo Switch. He also said that Amanda had told him that she wanted to move to Mexico with him. But he did not want to do that, nor did he understand why she would want to go there. According to a Roswell Police Department press release, Katz resigned on April 30th while investigators looked into the allegations. She was taken into custody on June 2nd. She has not been formally indicted by the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. Her attorney didn't return a call for comment. Roswell also could not be reached for comment. Well, anyone with additional information regarding this case or similar incidents are asked to contact Roswell Detective McGinnis at 770-640-4570 or K. McGinnis at roswellgov.com. Members of the public can provide anonymous tips through the Crime Stoppers Atlanta at 404-577-8477 or online at stopcrimeatl.org. Well, there's the thing, she started talking about plans, going to Mexico, and the kid's like, whoa, well, I don't know about that. So the end of this was always inevitable, But he's 16. She's 55. And when she comes back from the trip, which the reason she's in a manic state is because mom found the phone and said, "You disgusting whore, stay away from my son." So she goes back all upset. And they say, "Wow, she was in a manic state." And it's like, yeah, but it seems she's been insane for quite a while. But I guess she kept up a good front, I don't know. But there you go. She said, hey, could you help me find a man? Maybe you should have started there, because they weren't going to say, well, you got your pick here at the school. Look at all these boys. No, she said, man. Oh, yeah, right. See, maybe that would have been better. But, of course, she didn't bother with that because she saw this particular kid, and that's that. Anyway, there you go. More fun in education. This has been a Nailsin News Bulletin.
Time now for commentary from Trixie Turner. Trixie?
Doug, studies show that most people avoid studying and opt to just make crap up.
Don't have to look anymore now that I've seen you. I don't have to dream anymore now that you came true. I'm already yours. I don't have to look anymore now that I've seen you. I don't have to dream anymore now that you came true. I'm already yours. I'm already yours. I don't have to look anymore now that I've seen you. I don't have to dream anymore now that you came true. I'm already yours.
Yay. It's Monday. So I'm going to color some drawings, as the title suggested. Yes, I'm dead tired. Came home from work. And all I got to do is find the stupid share screen. There it is. Well, in OBS, it's the window capture. Gotta take that off. And bloop, there we are. Yay, it's great. Now, this one's probably the oldest one of these two, so this goes back to the Chrissy Mirror stuff. and then Brittany Venti attacking her and all that stuff. So I came up with this idea that, hey, I know, I'll make Dabbleverse characters into comic book superhero characters, or perhaps villains, and that sort of thing. And then promptly forgot about it and didn't really get around to it. So I guess I'll start with this one. I'll color that. I think I did a stream where I was drawing this, but I don't remember which one. That's too bad. And then Chad, I've done one of him before. I can't remember what him and Quadfather were going at it, and I think I did it before the Quadfather calling the police stuff, all that thing, But yeah, I forget what I did with that one. I think I colored it and had a background and everything. That's right. Yeah, they were both comic book superheroes. But yeah, Quadfather had this flying chair with like missile launchers and stuff. Anyway, well, I'll do this one. This one's fairly recent. I think that's when he was did that supposed stand-up show with Kevin and all that a while back, and he was, always streaming himself, of course. And so there was one where I did a picture where he was constantly reaching over to adjust his camera and stuff like that. But anyway, this one I completely made it up. That's right. There is no flying pose of Chad Zumock that I know of. So I had to make this one up entirely. See? Because, I'm cool like that. So, there we go. Kind of make those look better than they are. That sort of thing. Well, hell, I guess I'm doing Chad first since I've already started on this one. So that wasn't the plan, but it's where I ended up. So we'll just get rid of all these little details here and there. So, of course, what does he do? He streams while he's supposedly, I don't know, flying. I mean, what would he do with his superpowers? We just fly around and stream from his phone. So that's what he's doing. Oh wait, doesn't a selfie stick? I don't have a selfie stick. I mean, what would I do with it? Oh yeah, take selfies and stream from. Yes. Yeah. Well, see, I just got it sitting there. It would probably have some sort of attachment. I don't even know that. And, just too dead tired to say, wait a minute, let me go do a search and all that. Screw it. And don't even know what color his phone is. It's probably just your basic black, right? Maybe some gray. Something like that, I'm assuming. So we'll just do it like that. That's not bad. That'll work. I mean, who's to say it isn't? Well, I mean, Chad could say it's not what it looks like. And I'm like, crap. So now I'm going for this, like, the selfie stick is made of wood. It probably isn't. Or maybe they do have them. I don't know. See, like I said, I don't have a selfie stick. I don't stream from my phone. I've never even gone on anyone else's stream from my phone. I've only communicated on the phone through text. And of course, as a phone. But never anything akin to streaming. This has no significance whatsoever, but But I mentioned it, so that's that. Oh, and this is supposed to be his bottle of Tito's. Yeah. So right off the bat, of course, the Z-Man put a yellow there. I give him some little stripes here on the pants. I guess. Something like this. For them there paints. Yeah, that'll work. Then we'll do like his sleeves like that. It's almost like a damn it, what do they call this? The baseball shirts that they'd wear under the jersey of the shirt. Crap. Well, you know the deal. It was some colored sleeves, and then it's like the body of the shirt is like well, it's just white. Usually. I'm sure there's a term for it, but and I probably knew it once, but not anymore. Yeah, maybe that'll work. I don't know. And then look, we'll give him yellow. Well, I suppose maybe red. Whoops, not that. There we go. And his gloves can be red. Yeah. But that's all he does is, he can fly. But of course, you got to understand, if the world had actual, superheroes in it, there'd be a lot of them around. And after a while, you're kind of, oh, there goes another one. That one can fly. And most of them probably could. And so Chad doing that is like, yeah, so what? So, he comes on his stream. We're doing it. I'm flying and stuff. But he wouldn't be able to get the same amount of numbers that, like, Spider-Man would get more, and he'd be all pissed off and mad, talking about what a loser Spider-Man is, how terrible he can't even fly. He sticks to walls like a disgusting bug. I mean, what the hell? And yet, he's more popular than Chad. I mean, Z-Man. And then, all the other superheroes, or even the supervillains, his arch enemies. So what's the Z stand for? Zero, and all that, and damn it. So his crusade for justice is wrought with many perils, All right, let's see here. We had Tito's in the store. I know they had this sort of label on it. I think it was mostly clear. Crap, I don't remember. We'll just do that and leave it at, damn it. He just got electrocuted. There we go. Good enough. Whatever. All right. So for his hair, it'd be easier to just do it this way. Well, all right. There we go. He does wear a hat a lot, but I don't see any sign he's losing his hair or nothing. So usually you think, that guy's, going bald. He's wearing a hat all the time. And then suddenly takes it off. What the hell? He's got to pull that hair. That kind of thing. But such is not the case. He just likes hats, But for a superhero look, I don't know. I think like in the 90s they did that Static character. It was this teenage black superhero who had electric powers, you know. And at the time, the Malcolm X hat was a thing. So they just gave him one of those, and that became kind of a part of his outfit. But he's like the only one. There's not, I don't think there was ever any other characters like that who, I need a super suit. Hey, I know. I'll just wear my baseball cap. And, yeah, I don't think that caught on. It was like he was the only one. And then eventually, they did a cartoon. But he had all these dreadlocks and stuff. Oh, damn it. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. It's probably going to... Oh, no, look at that. Wow, okay. Hey, see, you learn as you go. That's your lesson for today. Remember that. You learn as, you go. So, yeah, that was the thing. They got rid of the hat because, I don't know, I guess it wasn't in style anymore. And maybe that's part of the problem, too. Superheroes. Although, I don't know that you can ever argue that the baseball cap's gone out of style. Every other hat pretty much did. And then their olden days, there was just hats all the time. A lot of women had hats, too. You know, they would have, flowers sticking out of them and stuff like that. But, the men, of course, the days of the cowboy hat and all that. But then I guess that sort of morphed into the fedora. It's like, the old noir movies and that sort of thing. And then Indiana Jones, of course, he's in the same era, even though he, filmed much later. But still, you get the style and all that. It's of its time. And then you had a bunch of, I forget what they're called. There's different hats. I mean, there was top hats and stuff like that. And then I guess about the time of the early 60s, a lot of people say it's because of JFK. He just didn't like hats, so he didn't wear any. And then, I don't know, he was a cultural phenom as well as a president. So a lot of people kind of copied his stylings or whatnot. And so that's it. That means, I mean, I don't know. You can put it all on that, because and it wasn't long before he was gone, unfortunately, but yeah, shortly after that, I mean, you can still see it around. It's like the early James Bond movies. You see, even though in the movie he didn't really wear it all that much, but in the opening sequence in Dr. No and maybe even Goldfinger, I think, Bond's walking and then all of a sudden he has to spin around because he's in the gun side of the gun barrel, and then he spins around and fires his gun, and whoever is pointing a gun at him gets shot by Bond, and but in those earlier ones he's clearly wearing a hat. And it was one of those hats. It's not a fedora, but it's kind of like the derivative, smaller version thereof, I guess. And so he had that because it was a thing, It was just, that's the hat that you wore with your suit. And but pretty soon, he didn't wear a hat at all. And that was it. Pretty much all hats were gone. It was only something actors wore playing characters from a different era. And every now and then there'd be somebody wearing one, But it's just like, what an oddball. And that was that. The only thing that survived, which was still, in comparison to those hats, was relatively new, which was the baseball cap. Because even in the earlier days, the cap looked, I mean, it's the same concept and everything. It looked very different. But after a while, the style it is now and has been for quite some time was the dominant look. And then they were just everywhere. And those really caught on. They don't really go well with a guy in a business suit, but you'll see him doing that. And a lot of times it's like, oh, it's someone at some function, whatever. Some guy who owns not even just a baseball team, a football team, what have you. He'll have one of those hats. He'll have the logo on it and stuff like that. And they all, with hats with logos, it became a means of, I don't know, promoting whatever. Damn it. Business venture you might have had at the time. Dear God, what the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, hats. But that's about it. It's the only hat left. The other hats are still around. Like I said, they're only for odd reasons and stuff. I think like hipsters and whatnot tried to bring some of them back, but they failed. Yeah. So it's the baseball cap or nothing. And usually it's nothing. But not for Chad. Not for Z-Man. He can go hatless time to time. He needs to air out his head. And something like that. But he's very fond of the baseball cap. And he's not alone. A lot of people are, right? You really needed a haircut, but you're just too lazy to get around to it. I know. I do the same thing. It's like, oh, God, I just don't want to bother. I don't care. And then you're like, catch a reflection. And, oh, my God, what the hell is that on my head? And there's nothing I can do. I know, I'll just wear a hat. I'll put the cap on. But then it's like, oh, you got to go to somebody's wedding or go to church or something like that, and you got to wear a suit. You're supposed to anyway. You can't wear your stupid baseball cap with that. I mean, some people get away. Like I said, coaches of Donald Trump gets away with it when he wants to. But not you. So you just got to get the haircut. That's all, if you're going to wear the suit. If you're just going to a barbecue, yeah, you can wear that dumb hat. It's fine. In fact, you're probably expected to. Hey, there we go. Z-Man. Streaming live from the wild blue yonder. Yay. Okay, now we go back in time during the Chrissy quartering hysteria, and then her so-called good friend Brittany Venti calling her out. So Chrissy just has a kind of standard superhero suit. Gave her the little boob window, it's nice. And then for Venti, she's outraged, of course. I can't believe Chrissy, was talking about and doing stuff that she's talked about and done for years. But she gets a gavel. I know, she's got the little triangle thing. And I thought, yeah, that would make a good accessory. But because, she lords it over, whoever the hell she is she's talking about, that she's the ultimate judge, be all and end all. And somehow the gavel made more sense. She'll probably get one eventually. She probably should. Yeah. And I have receipts. I know what I got. And all that, if you can stand it. I can't. But other people, yeah. So anyway, and of course, Chrissy, not all that forthcoming and all that sort of thing. So, this is one of those stuff that would have happened in superhero comics in the 80s when one of the superheroes well, fell from grace, I guess. And then they have to fight one another. And but in this case, I don't know. I mean, there's really no one to root for here. But yeah, that would be the deal. So, geez, the color scheme, I don't know. And of course, I was thinking of how Marvel does their movie costumes. There's always little patterns and lines everywhere, even though the ones they're based on don't have that crap. They probably do now. I mean, in fact, I know some of them do. But I don't know. It was just something that somebody there, maybe it was that Andy Park guy, I don't know, who did a lot of the designs for the Marvel movie characters. Not anymore unless they're hiring him freelance, because they gave him the boot because they got to cut corners and they started going broke because they went woke. And but Robert Downey Jr. says, we're going to earn your trust back with Avengers Doomsday. So there you go. I mean, he said it, so there's no sense denying it now. Anyway, I guess for her, let's see, perhaps a pink color scheme. So the little lines here will be pink. So, oh, damn it, I didn't do that one right. Gotta go back to black. Add this in. Come on, stupid. There you go. And, wow, oh man, looks like it was meant to be. And, oh, jeez, oh, now I'm pissed. But we fixed it. They probably don't need this one. So, there you go. Okay. What else? Well, maybe this color would do all right for that. Yeah. There we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And here we go. All right. Good enough. Crap. I think I'm, what the hell did I meant to do with, yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess I can just add in some lines here. Like that. And that. And that. Yeah, that ought to work. Yay. Yay. There, see, it's cool and stuff. All right. So maybe, yeah, that'll work. Whoops. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Jeez Louise. I don't know what to do. Guess this. And maybe that. And then some of this. Whoops, whoops, oops. There. Alrighty. It's not all that great, but it's gonna have to do, you know. Okay. this point, I don't know what kind of stupid scheme do I do here for the colors. Yeah. She's got this, not exactly a skirt, but I don't know, her butt cape. That way you can't look at her butt. She's got a cape over it. And you're like, no. It's like, that's too bad. You can't see it. So, yeah. Because she's like, I don't play that. Yeah. You can't tease if you show it all. There we go. Here's this right here. Clean that up a bit. It's not really meant to be that big, but well, it is what I did. Why did I do it that way? Okay. So I've limited myself to 3 colors. Could just leave it white, but with a hint of perhaps this blue tint. And then all this background here. But doesn't hold a whole lot of significance anymore. I think that story's been passed over for other stuff now, which is usually the case. But, you know, it'll come up a time or two. And for Doodleverse Comics 3, I'll have to do something, so I'll probably figure out some sort of narrative for this. Probably just a gallery of fake comic book covers, you know, that kind of thing. And, well, it'll feature our ladies here. And come up with some dialogue. Okay, that's good enough. And now for her hair. There we go. Whoopsie doopsie daisy. Okay. There we go. Yeah. All right. There we go. Managed to follow the little tangle. There we go. There it is. All right. Guess I gotta take some of this out. Too much of it over here. Don't really need that. Don't need this or that. We don't need to have a floating cloud around the tangle. There. Yeah, it's great. It's wonderful. It's just the way everyone's always wanted it to be. All right, now for the face. Let's see, and that, and this, and this, and that. Come on, get over there. And well, that'll do it. Let's see here. Huh. I don't know. Oops, wrong one. There, we'll take that out of there. Is that like part of the collar? I think so. Probably do that. Okay. So we'll do this sort of blue tint over her goggles / mask. And she's, you know, very angry and very disappointed and upset, you know, for the show. And then we've got maybe that. I don't know what kind of lipstick she uses. Whoops. There you go. So there we go. There we are. Ta-ta. Judge Venti. See, she vents a lot. So, and now she takes on. Oh wait, I got to do the gavel. Of course, I guess it wouldn't be like a real. She'd probably have it like plastic or some girly looking crap. Let's see. Yeah, maybe that. Something like this. So she's like, I find Chrissy Mayer guilty, you know. And then it's like your action figure would come with the gavel, the triangle, you know, but sold separately, of course, so they gouge you for more money when you're a completist for your super dabbles. You're not a true super dabble fan if you don't have all the action figures and your accessories, because you know everybody who does is gonna look at you like you're an idiot and laugh at you because you just have the gavel, you don't have the triangle. You're like, oh, now I'm embarrassed. Well, don't be. Don't let this happen to you. Buy the triangle separately. Whoops. Go away, Chad. You're done. All right. There we go. There's the Judge Venti suit. Whoops. So, of course, Chrissy's got red hair. Oh, wait. We got to do some work here. So she's very upset with Judge Venti. So there we go. The red hair. We'll do it like that. So, sure, you could make the suit any color you want, but you're going to want it to be something that corresponds well with the red hair, or more aptly, the orange hair, which is typically the case, you know. So anyway, green does pretty good with red, you know. It's like Christmas colors. But even with the orange, it tends to work. So, oops. We got to use one of these. There we go. And we'll do that. Yes. Well. Oh man, it's freezing up. Oh, jeez. You really hate when that happens. I know I do. All right. Oh, well, it did its job. Oops. So, oh, wait, I better make sure I'm still streaming and stuff. Well, I guess it looks like it. All right. Here we go. We'll give Chrissy like a pink lip there. Damn. I really don't know what. I guess it would be green and yellow. So, a dark green or a bright one. Maybe she probably would want a bright one so she could be all, it's more bubbly and girly and stuff. But it's going to key out if she wants to stream, though, you know. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? But gotta offset it with, well, maybe one of these with this one. It's a darker green, or this sort of aqua blue thing. Maybe just go with the darker green. All right. Now, if you know your Superman comics, and I do, there was this alien broad who had the hots for Superman, and she decided she wanted him to be her husband because she's like, I can't remember if she was like the princess or just or maybe the full-blown queen of her world or some crap. Anyway, she decided, oh, he's the perfect guy for me. And so she was just going to go, you know, enslave him to be her husband and all that. Anyway, her name was Maxima because her powers are at the maximum, you know. And there's some rumors that they've cast her for the Superman Man of Tomorrow film. But that could be a lie, and the actress they've cast is actually playing Wonder Woman, the new Wonder Woman, yeah. But whatever, that's another story. Anyway, so her costume was basically, she had red hair, and so yellow and green was basically the suit. So, see, that's how that works. So anyway, here's the gloves. See, I don't know that Chrissy's gonna go abduct Superman and force him to be her love slave. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think Superman peruses Craigslist and all that. Let's see here. Of course, this creates a problem for the cape, but now that I'm talking about Maxima, not necessarily. It could still make it yellow, but a lighter yellow. Oh, damn it, it's not complete. There's the gap. All right, well, get most of this done. All right, let me go fix all that. Hey, damn, Chrissy, you got to take better care of your cape. Jeez. There we go. If you don't take care of your cape, then the colors explode all over the world. And, I mean, who the hell wants that? There we go. Get some of these streaks in here. Doop, doop. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, doop, doop, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, doop, doop, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, doop, doop, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. There we go. This. And, oh man. Now I've electrocuted Chrissy. I've got to fix that. We can't have that. Of course, you know, she's got superpowers here, so it probably wouldn't do anything except just really annoy her a lot. Yeah, I'm not certain about this. Maybe there should be, like, maybe the stripes should be red. Maybe a red one here. I wonder how that would work. Let's see. Yeah, like that. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Of course, I should. I'm the one who drew the damn thing. Let's just say there's some little design here. Sure, why not? And then we'll add the red. The red for red. Maybe some red design here for the gloves. Ah. Damn, 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 damn. James. All right. And then we'll do this. All right, good enough. All right. Maybe even the seams of the gloves themselves has got some red in it. I don't know. So that would mean some over here too, I guess. Damn it. Why did I do that? Just make it. Nah, screw that. She didn't need that much damn red. There you go. Okay. Oh, wait, the knees. Okay. You've got to protect your knees. Because when they go, they're gone. So that's why you have built-in knee pads in your super suit. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but no. 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 All right. Okay. There it is. That's the sound it makes when they sew the seams in. And don't say no, it doesn't, because you don't know. You don't make super suits. But then, well, wait, I can make this whole line here red. Dun dun dun. It's almost sporty, see? Dun dun dun. That way it makes Chrissy a little bit taller, you know. All right. So, of course, the flesh tone. Her face, a little bit of neck there, her chest, and we're pretty much done, yeah. Wow, that wasn't hard at all. There you go, we get a little, some amount of definition on this for, well, just to do it, yeah, I don't know. And there we go. And this, all that stuff, crap, whatever. Because she's casting a shadow upon the back of her cape. All right. There we go. Whoops. What the hell? I thought I changed it. I guess not. There we go. And a bit of glue about the hair. All right. That's Super Chrissy versus Judge Venti. Well, I guess I should do, whoops, wrong one. Some amount of definition here. Oh yeah, I meant to do that with the hair too. Okay. Whoops. Ah, darn it. By darkening the pink lines, I've somewhat screwed up. Well, maybe not. Well, screw it. Well, the only way to fix that is to darken it more. Jeez, that really messed it up. Now I've created a whole problem I didn't need. Dear God, what have I done? Oh well, just have to go back into it. There, we'll just do that. All right, good enough. Oh yeah, the hair. Gotta do it way over here. Way over here. Here too. Here, there, and everywhere. Cool, huh? That's what I think. And I'm the one drawing it, so my opinion matters above all others. More or less. Oops, that don't work. Not yet, anyway. Destined to become a spinster in a cat-infested house. All right. There we go. Who comes out on top? No one cares. All right, there we go. That's a little too much Maxima there, but I couldn't think of anything else. Yeah. It's a good enough suit. Yeah, I think so. All right, for our final contestant. Oh, everyone's favorite tragic couple. Gee, I don't know. Damn it, come back here. It's the sinister Dr. Fuddle and her ball and chain and pussy whip. And then Captain Karmic and his Hunchosaurus hand. So of course, I based the design on Karmic's super suit off of his jacket, which is sort of his distinctive brand and look, you know. When he hits big, you'll be able to buy your own Karmic jacket, you know, for Halloween and stuff. And won't that be cool? I mean, literally, you can just, around October, you can go into Walmart and there'll be these Karmic jackets everywhere. And you'll be, finally! And it'll be great. Of course, the Hunches, is that? Yeah, that's one of the, damn it, what the fuck was that? Yeah, don't you be doing that. We'll do some of the Hunchosaurus scales here. That's probably important. And I guess that's his other eye. I don't know. And then his tongue. All right. All right. Okay. I guess we'll just go with the jacket is, you know, black and white. So this other sort of purplish blue hue makes up the rest. But then see, it's a super suit, so it's all one suit. So the stripes go all the way down the legs to his little booties. And so that's the deal. Yeah, his suit would mostly be these colors, which isn't much color at all, which is kind of odd considering all his AI videos and stuff. But you know, it's the jacket he wears, so it's just gonna have to work. So the cape would be white, you know, I think. Maybe it's black on the outside and white on the inside. Yeah, well, we're mostly seeing the inside, so screw that. Here, a certain amount of shadow as it folds in the back there, you know. Yes. Yes. We'll do it like this. We'll take that out. Oh, man. So awesome. And then, yeah, this crap here. All right. All right. Yeah, I guess that's well, you know, it's something. We'll do the same with his boots. You know, that, you know, Mistress Fuddle probably got for him. Stuff like that. And But then something went wrong. Something tore them apart. Something came between them. So it goes for him, cussing her out, and ranting and raving, and then begging her to come back. Yeah. It's a terrible story, wrought with tragedy and all that. Such is the drama of superhero comic books. Will Captain Karmic ever learn and I don't know, win something? Probably not, but that's kind of the point of the ongoing saga. Because as soon as he finds some amount of contentment, the story's over. And that's it for the channel and everything. I can't have that. So anyway, that's his super stuff. So yeah, Dr. Fuddle, whatever the hell. Yeah, I don't know what the hell to do with this. Okay. Let's see. We'll make the shades very red, dark, almost blood red, very sinister. Yeah. Whoops. I warned you, my little pretty. Yeah. But he didn't listen. Yeah. Oh, crap. I did all the designs on hers, too. I'd already forgotten. Let's see. We'll get rid of that. Well, could probably do a red design here, too. And then, like, the little design pieces have things like that going on for no particular reason. All this. Well, you just have to guess her other shoulder does that too. Or, maybe. There, good enough, huh? Damn it, get in there. Of course, one of these things, if you make a superhero suit really complex and you say, look at that, it's a cool design, but now you got to redraw that every time you draw a panel with that character. The only one who could consistently really do that was George Perez. And he would do that a lot. I mean, his characters, I think someone jokingly said he draws every tooth in someone's mouth, in their faces and stuff. He was very, very obsessively detailed. And so people following his designs or whatever, like, oh my God. And so eventually they would just, look, I'm not doing it. I'm just going to suggest it here and there, and it's just going to fade off into something. And that's pretty much what they all did. Because and he was the only one who could really do it. I sure as hell can't. There we go. All right. Oh, well, the gloves, too. Yeah, they would be something like that. Or maybe it would be a little brighter on this side. Yeah, that don't work. Or something akin to that. There we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yip de doop de doo. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yip de doop de doo. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. So now, what else? What the hell's going on here? What did I do? I don't know. I gotta figure all that out. Jeez. Okay. So, crap. Could do this thing again, but much darker. There we go. Well, it'll have to do because I'm tired. All right, there we go. Okay. Oops. Oh, man, come on. Whoops, wrong brush. There we go. And then we will do this. Oops, 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 oops. That don't belong there. What the hell are you doing? Are you out of your mind? There we go. There we are. Okie dokie. Now the skin tone. There we are. Oop, oop, oop. No, not that. All right. Oh, God. My hand's going numb. Crushing the mouse. Oh. The hell? Looks like we got a bit of a mistake or two. I can't have that, no. Okay. Alrighty. Wait a minute. Was this supposed to be something? Yeah, we'll just take it out. There. Alright. Oh, yeah, I bet it needs some kind of line there where the cape would go there. Yeah, maybe like that. she's like, give up your kratom. But without my kratom, how can I be Captain Karmic? Dun dun dun. Something like that, Okay. Maybe that. Even. Doug. Yeah. Oop, oop, oop. All right, good enough. That. Oh, damn it. There. Hey. Thought you fooled me, didn't you? Well, you were wrong. There we go. And here I thought this would be done very quickly, and I wouldn't have anything else to do for the video, or, well, stream rather. Sometimes things work out that way. Alright, I guess this. Oops. No, stupid. Go back and there you go. Alright. There, the whip can be the same stupid color. Many a time has Captain Karmic felt the lash of Dr. Fuddle's pussy whip. And yet he keeps coming back. Boy, I didn't really do a good job on those chains. Jeez. That stinks. Either that or it's probably the Photoshop filter. It wasn't me. Oh no. It was. Yeah, I got an excuse. That's all that matters. Whoops. There. Everywhere. Alright. I'll have to somehow figure this out. Let's see. So the glove shows up here, shows up there. Maybe there. Maybe that's it. And, that ought to be good enough. Maybe more gray. Something. I don't know. And then we just color every link. There we are. Oop, oop, oop. Almost there. Can I survive? God. Oh, God. Can I make it to the end? I don't know. Oh, damn it. Oh, God. There. Oh, damn it. Oh, no. Jeez. Oh, damn it, her stupid choker thing. I don't know. I guess just make that red, too. There you go. Oh, damn it. Oh, jeez. There. It's done now. It's done. managed to do it. Okay, like this. And all this stuff here. And all this crap. The Howa. Well, it's going to look too much like the gloves. Oh, I really screwed that up. I mean, ideally, the cape would be, black on the outside, red on the inside, But totally black would be lacking in detail, All right, so then, of course, Karmic. And he's probably a better dancer than her, She just can't stand that, Do, 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 whatever the hell it is. And thus, the rivalry was forged. Oh, the stupid chain links, good Lord. See, this is the problem. Stuff like, oh, God. So very tired, unable to concentrate and get my new, there it's done. Oh, thank God. Oh, geez. Well, maybe a few more things. Nope, not that. No, stupid, not, damn it. Wait a minute, something's still selected. Deselect, there, it's not selected anymore, is it? There. There, you get a little shiny spot. Well, anyway, there we are. Captain Karmic and Dr. Fuddle confronting one another. I don't know, Super Chrissy and Judge Venti battling it out. And then, of course, Z-Man all by himself, flying around, streaming, I don't know, to somebody. So it's something, It's something. All right, Thompson, A.A. Thompson, who says, "Hey, Doug." That means me. Spurg Snake says, "Good morning." Good morning, Spurg Snake. A. Thompson says, "That is Doug's girlfriend, IRL." A. Thompson, underwear, perk. A. Thompson, how was work? It was bad. A. Thompson, did you sell gas? I always sell gasoline. Flimsy Greenberg needs bigger boobs. Karmic's probably. Oh, yeah, that's right. His Jug World thing. Yeah, I don't know that these are competitors or contenders for Jug World. Anyway, A. Thompson, what is the most popular cigarette sold in Louisiana? I don't know. I mean, the ones that sell the most from what I'm doing is Marlboro. But, they like them cheaper, so they go for the Marlboro Black Red. Yeah. Some like them long, some like them short. Pumpkin spiced heroin. They gave JFK a cowboy hat, maybe an Albert. Oh, that's right. That's true. Yes, they did. He was in Dallas and he did his, little speech and stuff and all that. And they presented him with a cowboy hat, and he didn't try it on. He said, "Oh, maybe I'll wear it later." No, there was no later. He was murdered not long after that. Hey, Thompson, when Doug gets monetize, he will big time us all. Oh, I can't wait. Well, almost there. It looks like it's staying at over 2,900. So, but it's gotten there before, and then they'll take 200 points off. Yeah. So far, it's hanging in there. Maybe it'll actually cross the finish line. Total pain in the ass. Karmics approves bus lines. Well, he probably wouldn't approve these, though. I probably got to work on that. And then you get the Karmic X seal of approval. I hear the logo is a KX, something like that. A. Thompson, yeah, I saw Karmic's QC check on some of Doug's drawings. Keep it PG-13, Doug. This ain't Japanese MAGA. Look, I'm going for accuracy there. Don Jr.'s morning, Doug. Morning, Don Jr. Alexandria. Hi, Mr. Nailsin. That means me. Hi, Alexandria. D user X. Angry Michelin. Could do a character out of Michelin. Yeah. I could do Kiki and Gino as superhero comic book characters. Yeah. Well, that'll be the next ones. I probably should do Ethan because he had his little love fest with Gino, and I did see some of that. So yeah, there you go. I did do Scarlet as Supergirl when she was trying to save Karmic, but I don't know. I'd think of something else. But anyway, there we go. Oh boy, Super Dabbles. Yeah, that might be something to think about. Anyway, good God, am I tired. Plus, I wasn't doing so great. At least I didn't fall. I did have a fall a week ago. I get lightheaded, and then bam, there I go. But I was able to grab onto stuff, so I stayed, off the floor and got through it. Oh, thank God. But there's a new crew of nuts. There was this guy who came in the other day. Babbling. I mean, he was almost completely incoherent, and then kept trying to buy stuff, and then would say, okay, we're good, and he would walk out and say, you didn't pay for it, huh? And he would argue that he hadn't, and then when I got pissed, then he finally, okay, you don't have to yell, and he suddenly he knew his PIN number, Whatever that was, I don't know. But at a certain point, I noticed the hospital band on his wrist. It's like this guy just escaped from the psych ward or something, Then last night, there was this guy who claimed he was from the IDF and he could get me a job in the CIA working for the Secret Service, making $100,000, I don't know, a month. Something like that. But he needed help buying cigarettes. He didn't have the money. So, he was in between things or whatever, and someone stole all his money off his phone or something like that. I forget what. But anyway, that was two different ones. Usually it takes, you'll get one, and they're the ones that'll show up with their weird stories. But this was one dude, and then this next one. And one of them was like completely bald. And the other one had long hair. It's weird, one extreme to the other. Well, anyway, there you go. That's night shift life for you. Whatever you do, if it's at night, you can expect things like that. So, isn't that nice? Little adventures with Mr. Nailsin. I can't fit these all on the screen. Oh, well. At least I tried. That's the important thing. Shidora Sanders Pro Bowl. I thought you were already in the CIA. Well, you can never fully admit you're in it. And remember, once you're in it, you can never leave. So anyway, there we go. So I'll do some more. I think this could be a whole series. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I did one of Melton and Moody, kind of like a Batman and Robin. Damn it, I got to find that one. Yeah, that'll be a good one. All right, so there we go. Thanks for stopping by. Let me check my super tip. Yeah, nothing there. So thanks for stopping. Oh, God, I forgot. I got to put, here's the Doodleverse Comics link. I'll put it in there. Jeez. So you click that on and you can get your Doodleverse number 2. Comic book. If I hit this, then I should be able to put it in another window so I don't have to deal with any problems. Will you show me? Nope. You're showing stuff they already can see. Where is the... There it is. Dun, 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 dun. So there it is. You go over to that link. Oh, look. It's, Baby Karmic with Melton and Haley floating around. Steel Toe, Chad, Scarlet, and Matt Mead. Yeah, it's old stuff, but I did that at the time, see? It takes a while to get out, see? So anyway, there's the cover. You get a little preview over at the site. Oh, boy, look what's in there. There's Stuttering John quitting. There's Steel Toe in bed welcoming you into his, And but a couple of strips of Chad wondering where it all went wrong, and with the ever phantasmic head of Melton reminding him, it's because you're dumb, nerd. You're dumb. I might do more of these, Yeah, Karmic as Dr. Kratom X. And he's just got the worst bedtime matter. I know you think House had the worst bedtime matter, or bedside matter, bedtime matter, bedside matter. But hey, wouldn't it be funny if there was a comic strip that wasn't Rex Morgan MD, but it was rather Kratom X MD. And here he is writing a prescription for Mr. Killed Everything. And he starts yelling at him and all that. And here he is walking his pet roach. There's the guy from Stonies who flipped out on Melton because he said, what are you, brainwashed or something like that? And the guy lost it like someone brainwashed. And he proclaimed he was not brainwashed. And more Chad strips. It's not all Chad. There's a bunch of stuff in it. And then you get quite a few pages of the gallery of these doodles. And most of these, some of them, I think I did a few that was just black and white doodles of your, Dabbleverse characters. But most of these are people who showed up, at my occupation. Yeah, every last one of them. Yeah, yeah. Some of them still come around, but a couple of them, I don't know what became of them, Oh, yeah, and there's Melton having a laser pointer on the ground like you do with a kitty cat, but it works on Chad, and Chad's trying to catch that light, but he never will. And then more people from the store. Yeah, they came in, not all together, but I think it was that same night. These two were together. I forget what her deal was, and this woman just wandered around barefoot. I forget what she was babbling about. And this lady was all dolled up, pretty snazzy, with a boob window and everything. It was great. And then this lady, she was just, hey, how you doing? I'm doing all right. And then this girl came in her cowboy boots, sick as a dog, rushed for the ladies' room, and then, well, you could hear what was going on. You get that sometimes. Sometimes. It's not all the time, but sometimes. And then got to go in and hose all that away. Yeah. Who had to do that? Me! That's the way it goes. All right. There we go. Got a few more minutes out of that. So that's the comic. You can check that out should you so desire. And in the meantime, I got to go be unconscious for a while. And hopefully I'll get to do yet another live stream session of maybe this sort of thing. I don't know about Nailsin News. But then again, I might be in the mood for it. Who the hell knows? And then I got another appointment in the morning, so it probably won't be very long. That's the thing, yeah. So anyway, there we go. Hope you enjoyed watching me color these drawings here for you to learn how to color drawings. Not that you would ever need to, but there it is. Larkinzo Lama. Such a wealth of talent. You have quite a talent, sir. Why, thank you. Thank you. All right. I think that'll do it. Oh, I should end it with my theme song. That's probably important. It is. I've heard tell. Wait a minute. Why is this thing move over? Jeez. Oh, man, it's still off. There. That's better. God. All this and right in front of everybody. It's always like this. I guess it'll always be that way. Yeah. Really not much else I can do. All right, where's my... Oh, there it is. Okay, well, again, thanks for watching and all that goody gumdrop stuff. And we'll get together again soon.
Screw Amex.